What is up, Heifas and friends? Welcome to a very special episode of Java and Journeys with Jillian. Friends, we are here at Disneyland. I am so shook that we actually made it, and we're going to our very first Oogie Boogie Bash. So y'all, I am taking you all along on this journey with me. We're gonna get some good Java, because what is Java and Journeys without a little bit of caffeine in your life? And then we're also gonna try out some of the treats, some good eats. We're gonna go through that treat trail and get a little bit of glimpse of our favorite Disney villains. And just overall, y'all, enjoy the good spooky vibes happening here at Disneyland. So why am I continuously talking, y'all? We're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna show you all the line is starting to build up just a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead, get in this queue, and I cannot wait to get the party started. Welcome to this journey here with me at the Oogie Boogie Bash, here with Java and Journeys. And friends, we got here quite a bit early just so we can get on some rides before the party officially starts. So y'all, we are trying to get ahead of schedule here, and it just feels so bizarre because for those of y'all who have been watching my channel, I've talked about that I recently moved from Southern California about 2 years ago now. I've been living in Florida, and y'all, when we lived here, we were pass holders. We would come to Disneyland all the time, and Disneyland is just so awesome and holds a very special place in my heart. So I'm so excited, y'all, to be taking you all here on this journey with me for our very first Oogie Boogie Bash party. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Have a good night, guys.
Appreciate it. All right, friends, we have our wristband here for the event. We're going to go grab our bags.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. And I think get a little map here. Thank you. All right, friends, we have our map here, and I think we're set.
Again, make sure you have your
So as you can hear the cast member over here saying, you got to make sure, girl, you got that wristband, you got your bag, you have your map, so that way you know what to expect. And yeah, y'all, it just feels so surreal. You're probably gonna hear me say this multiple times because literally we would come here in the evenings, and what I love best about Disneyland, y'all, is that this definitely is like a locals park. It clears out toward the end of the night. You can get on multiple rides. Girl, when I tell you, it is a night and day difference between here in Disney World, where, you know, Magic Kingdom at Disney World is busy 24/7, honey. Like, it doesn't matter what time you get in there. Granted, you can get in more rides during the fireworks, you know, when there's something going on, a parade. But overall, honey, like, it's just busy. And it's so different though being here. Oh, and y'all look, we see Minnie over here in her costume. I love it. And I don't know, y'all, if I'm going to prioritize character photos. I actually feel so like outside of myself right now, because I'm like, what should I do? What should I prioritize? Whereas we have, you know, when we go to the Not So Scary party, it's different. I have a couple tickets to those. So that I know exactly what to expect. This, I'm kind of like, I don't. And I intentionally didn't watch a lot of videos on this because I wanted to be surprised. And speaking of surprises, check out the Headless Horseman right here. So awesome. And you can hear the sound effects. And like I said, this is gonna look bomb, y'all, in the evening. I cannot wait. And this is a special photo pass area too. So we're just gonna keep an eye out on all these special areas and figure out how do we want to prioritize this, especially once the party starts. The treat trails I'm looking forward to, just so we can see the characters. But I'm not gonna try to stock up on the candy, y'all, because we cannot take a ton of candy back with us. And we got a ton of candy from our Not So Scary party visit, even like round one, I should say. We have another day coming up later in September, so I can't wait to go to my second visit. But yeah, we're just gonna continue to enjoy the views. We're gonna head over to Guardians Mission Breakout right now. and I'll check back in with you all when the party gets underway. And I can feel y'all judging me low-key. Heffa, how you gonna be at Disneyland and not take us on a few rides? Okay, all right. I was thinking about it. I'm gonna go ahead and take you all along with me for as long as I can, y'all. I got my backup battery here, but here is Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, which many of you know used to be the Twilight of Terror some years back. And I actually think they did a great job converting this over. And though I love Twilight Zone, like I love it down, Mission Breakout is a lot of fun. And there is a Halloween overlay as well. Let's go ahead and go in. Y'all, the wait is only 15 minutes. We're really lucky. And it's because they're probably clearing everything out. Let's head on in. You'll see the cast members' vests. I love it. It looks like she done been through some things, y'all. Friends, here we are, and this is where I'm going to have to leave you behind, and I'll check in with you as soon as we get off the ride.
And the doors open towards you.
I thought I was going to get stuck on it. I go on drop zone with you guys. Never liked putting.
Find you, will you get eaten? Ha ha! Gotcha!
Oh, there he is.
Oh! What are you guys still doing here? Tour's over! The cages are open and the creatures are loose! You gotta get out of here! Wait! Don't get out of here! I could use a hand. My little pal Groot is lost in the fortress somewhere, and I need to find him before he gets ate. I found his tiny little heat signature, see? All those other heat signatures are, well, don't worry about them. Listen up. You guys can be a big help while I look for my pal. A gantry lift full of warm Terrans makes a really great distraction. I just need you to wave your arm, scream, whatever it takes, and then all these things will, never mind. You in? It doesn't matter. That was rhetorical. Now let's move. Meet me at the gantry lift.
These are going to be different from
That was so much fun. I absolutely love that overlay. Oh, y'all, this breeze feels so fantastic. I'm in a crew neck sweater right now because the temperatures will drop here. But y'all, it's a little toasty. It's a little toasty right now. And I was just telling my sisters who were standing in line, I'm like, I didn't even show you all the Disney drip because you all know how we do things over here, honey. Especially when we come to these Disney events, we come dressed, okay? So I have to show you all my sister because, you know, she's the one who typically outdoes me each and every time. Okay, I know, I don't like how she look at me like that, y'all. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Those of y'all who've been following me know that my sister always dressed in a theme. She loves the theme. I will sometimes. And of course, for Oogie Boogie, I'm like, we got to break out our Disney Halloween finest. So y'all, look at this. Come on, Whitney. We have the Oogie Boogie glow in the dark drip crew neck. We have the little Mickey Crocs. Just in case you don't know where we're at Disney, honey. We're at Disney. We have the little necklace that lights up with the Mickey jack-o'-lanterns. You see how we're color coordinating with the oranges, with the purples, with the greens. We have our little friend right here. What up, though, friend?
That's great. Cool.
See, he just hollered at y'all, okay? And then look at the back. We got our little Nightmare Before Christmas ears. We have the dog of the invader himself. And then, of course, we have the Nightmare Before Christmas streamed across with Oogie Boogie. And y'all, all this glows in the dock, honey. So my sister's like, you gonna see this drip. You gonna see this drip in the light and in the dark, okay? And for me, can you show the people what I'm wearing?
Sure.
Okay. Woo. All right, y'all. I got the necklace here. We have our Mickey Minnie Ghost right here. All right. Okay, yeah, the shoes, y'all, it's just my running shoes. It's about it. And we got the ears. Come on now, give me a little bit of credit. Y'all, so we good. We good. This is my, you know, this is what we're serving. This is what it's giving, okay? So like I said, my sister always outdoes me, and that's okay. I'm fine, just give me a cute little sweater and some matching ears, okay, honey? And I'm set. So y'all, especially those of you all who are my Disney fans out there, what does your Halloween drip look like? Drop down in the comments, let me know. Do you have your ears? Do you have your shirt? Has Disney taken all your coin? Let me know. Y'all, this heifer get on my nerves. So her bottle of hand sanitizer fell out during the Guardians ride. She asked me if she could take my hand sanitizer, and out of the goodness of my heart, I said, of course, anything for you, dear sister. And she gonna take my bottle and stare at me crazy.
Probably knocked it out of my bag.
I did. Okay, so you see how she started saying, you can't do anything, y'all. You can't help your family out at all. You see how your family do you? Just like when she was showing my drip, she's talking about that's all. What are you talking about, heifer, that's all?
5 minutes?
Yes, it's 25 minutes.
I look like it.
Well, that's a little longer than 25.
Okay. Y'all, this is alleged. We're waiting now in the Monsters Inc. ride. So I figure I air my sister out right now. And allegedly the line is 25 minutes, but it's looking like it may be a little bit longer than that. So we'll see. Headed over to Pim's Test Kitchen. We are going to get our first Java of the day. They have this apple cinnamon cold brew that's really going to give us that fall feeling, I hope at least. So let's go ahead, head over to Pim's and grab our Java. We made it over to Pim's Test Kitchen, and I always recommend place a mobile order when you can. I am waiting on the cold brew, and I cannot wait to try it with you all. And while we're waiting, check out the view, and there's like no queue right now, which is awesome, but you see the giant pretzels in the background. So if you're unfamiliar with Pim's Test Kitchen, of course, this is after the Ant-Man, and their food is either gigantic or small, micro, so it's just like fun to play around with the sizes, similar to Ant-Man, which I think is a great Marvel movie if you haven't seen it. So similar to that theme, you see here that all this connects to the drink station, the freestyle machines, and then of course you have the condiments. Check out this cold brew. This is our Asgardian apple cold brew. Y'all get into it. This is a caramel cold brew, green apple cold foam, caramel sauce with a caramel apple lollipop. This looks so delicious. And y'all, I'm a little nervous because y'all know how I feel about sweet things, but I'm excited to get into this cold brew and love the added bonus of that caramel apple lollipop at the top. Okay, y'all, I got the straw in here to kind of mix things up just a little bit. And you all know how we do things here at Java and Journeys. Cheers, heifers. Thank you for joining me on our very first Oogie Boogie Bash here at Disneyland. Let's get into the Asgardian apple cold brew. Y'all, this is Thor approved. This is Thor approved. Listen, we are making over to Asgard after this. And y'all, this is sweet, but I love the caramel flavors. I was a little bit nervous that the apple would be very artificial tasting. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna try to get some of the cold foam at the top. That is delicious. I am shocked. Your girl thought that this was gonna be a Joffrey situation. You see the difference? Thor was like, girl, I got you. Don't worry, because if this ain't right, I got that hammer that I'm gonna be ready to smash down. Y'all, this is delicious. If I had to, you know, we like to rate things out of heifers here. If I had to give this a heifer rating, I probably would give this a solid 3.5 heifers, y'all. It's really good. And look at what my sister has. Y'all, look at this. This is the Proton Punch, and this looks like it is delightfully scary, even though this is not, has nothing to do with spooky season. And you have like the dropper here. That is so much fun. This looks like a crazy science experiment. I love it. And y'all, check out the mozzarella sticks. Y'all, let me read here. My co-producer just gave me the description. So 2 mozzarella sticks served with marinara sauce and a sour cream and onion ranch, y'all. I don't know about that one. My sister is not a fan of ranch dressing, but I will give that a try for you all and tell you how it is. Okay, y'all, so that Proton Punch is a combination of lemonade, berry puree, cherry flavor filled boba, and a grenadine filled pipette. Oh no, it's a no for you? All right, y'all, so she don't like it. Do you mind if I try it? All right.
It has a diet aftertaste.
Oh, it has like an aftertaste to it? You think it's like the grenadine or like the, okay. Ooh, y'all. See, this is what happens when you start talking that ish. And Joffrey heard me talking mess and he was like, oh, I'm gonna put a spell on you. Y'all, look at that cheese pool, yes. So while Whitney may not be a fan of that Proton Punch, that cheese pool is certainly epic. And y'all, to me, I just taste mostly lemonade, so I'm gonna actually take another straw because in California, they use, well, actually no, Disney in general has gotten into using the paper straws. I have a love-hate relationship with the paper straws. I totally understand why they're necessary, y'all, trust me, but like, y'all, I'm an environmentalist at heart. I get it, but sometimes it gets annoying because it's hard to consume certain beverages. But I'm gonna try this Proton Punch with my straw for the cold brew. Cut it when you have boba to consume, but I actually think that that's fine. It's very tart. You taste that lemonade. I think it's a good drink. My sister's not a fan of it, so I think it just depends on y'all, your aptitude for tart flavors. How is the mozzarella stick? It's all right.
little too much cheese for me.
Oh, too much cheese? Okay. All right, y'all. Here we go right here. Let's get it. I think this is good. Y'all, she complained about too much cheese. This is fine. She don't know what she's talking about. I hear the Wakandans, y'all. I hear the Wakandans. They about to come for my sister because she don't know what she talking about. Oh, she said they about to come for the kitchen crew. Uh-oh, y'all, I hear them. They coming. They coming, y'all. So, I'm going to continue to enjoy. You see this? This is fun, y'all. I'm going to enjoy this cheese stick. I'm going to enjoy my cold brew and laugh at the fact that my tongue is straight up blue. And we'll catch up on the next experience, y'all. And still, the Oogie Boogie party hasn't officially started yet. Y'all see the shenanigans we're getting into? Keep staying tuned, heifers. Now, before the party officially gets started, let's check out some of the merch that they have here just for it. You have the hats and, of course, some kids' shirts. You have the Oogie Boogie tote bag here. And y'all, that's gonna run you about, let's see, for the Oogie Boogie tote bag, oh, see if I can find a price. Actually, y'all, I don't see a price. So I'll see if I can find that out. We have our Nightmare Before Christmas shirt. Y'all, sometimes I feel like it is intentional. They don't show the prices. Because they're like, girl, we want you to be enamored by it and then get it. But we have the ears here, which look really cool. And this is what they look like on the back. And these glow in the dark too. I think these look really cool. We have the Oogie Boogie Bash 2025 shirt, also that glows in the dark. And here's the back. I don't really love this. It's okay. I feel like there should be a little bit more to it. I'm not really crazy about the font, but here it is. Y'all, here's the thing that I love the most, and I may actually pick this up, but it's the Frog's Breath sippy cup. And that's what this looks like, and it glows as well. Y'all, I think this is so cool. And here's what it looks like lit up, and you can just unscrew the lid. That's $34.99, so there is actually a price with this one. Here's some ornaments here, Oogie Boogie ornaments. The Roosevelt shirts here, as well as the long sleeve party official spirit jerseys. You have this jacket here, and look at the zipper. I love the size of it. And then here's the back of the hoodie. Oogie Boogie Bash. You know, this hoodie is gonna run you $69.99, so basically 70 bucks. You have your trick or treat bucket here. And then again, a lot of the similar merch. I want to show you all the front of this spirit jersey. I couldn't grab it where I was at initially, but this is really cool. And y'all, the spirit jerseys are gonna run you about $85. So it's $84.99, and the spirit jerseys are always going to cost somewhere between $80 and $90 depending on the level of detailing. And just for our magic key holders here, which I used to be and I wish I still was, but you have this exclusive long sleeve Oogie Boogie Bash shirt. And y'all, there you have it in terms of most of the Oogie Boogie Bash merchandise here at Disneyland. Y'all, it's so crazy because we still have another hour before the party officially starts, and we have done so much. This is what I miss about Disneyland. And as I'm talking to you all, we're actually gonna head over to San Fransokyo because my sister is a little hungry, so we're gonna check out some of the eats over here. And y'all, like, we have gotten in a few good rides, we've looked at the merch, we've gotten some treats, and we've only been here for a few hours. It's just so insane. It's such a night and day difference between this, and even when we're going to the Not So Scary Party at Disney World, because even showing up early, maybe we can get a ride or two in, like at the start of the party, but it's still, like I said, it's just so busy, y'all. And like we've already been able to do so much. And now we're heading to San Fransokyo to just dibble and dabble into some culinary delights here. Again, waiting for the party to officially start. So I'm actually super excited. And y'all, I haven't really been back here. Again, it's been a couple years, but all this was like under construction. So it's so cool to see it finished. It looks beautiful. I love the theme. I think this looks awesome and incredible. Like, especially at night, I can't wait to walk back through here and check everything out. So I'm gonna see what my sister's interested in, and we're gonna go ahead and place that food order before the party officially starts. Here's the Lucky Fortune Cookery, which I think is where my sister is gonna be getting the food that she wants to try out. What I think looks really interesting, I mean, everything looks good, but y'all, I have never had green tea lager, and I see this up here, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Now, I'm not the biggest beer drinker, but I am intrigued by this green tea lager. So y'all, I think I may try that out, because you know how we like to do things over here. We love trying some unique and interesting beverages. Sadly, they are out of the green tea lager, but since we're going to be back here tomorrow for like a regular Disney day, I am going to come back over here and see if they'll have it back in stock. Is that the right thing to say about beer? Have it back in stock? Yeah. They have that keg tapped. I'm looking at the menu of the other treats that they have here, and I'm going to be real with y'all. Nothing looks terribly interesting. So you see that they have a loaded buffalo chicken fries, Carolina loaded tenders, the chili cheese fries. I mean, that's all pretty much like standard issue. So y'all, I actually don't know that I'm going to be getting into these particular treats, and that's pretty much it in terms of what they have special for the Oogie Boogie Bash. Now, one of the things I do think sounds interesting is that ube hot chocolate. I've never had ube hot chocolate, and like, what's wrong with having a spooky evening with your spirits? So spirits for your spirits with that vanilla vodka. So I think that sounds like something that we could definitely get into. But y'all, I am not going to hold you. I'm just not interested in buffalo chicken fries, chili cheese fries, like that just all looks very conventional. So we're going to be trying out other things because I just have a feeling. And y'all, listen, you know I love you all. I will always do what I can to make my content as interesting as possible and try different food items that are interesting and unique for different kind of events that we go to, especially at Disney or Universal. But y'all, those items are not interesting or unique. You know what I'm saying? So like, why waste money on something that's not going to be interesting or exciting for me? And you all are going to feel it when I talk about it. So we're going to look around at other offerings this evening and see what else we're going to get into. But baby, it's not going to be this what's on the Oogie Boogie Bash menu. They're a little bit disappointing. Come on now. Disney, girl, come here. Like, you don't have to get that close. Get back a little bit. You could do things interesting. Now, girl, don't get too exploratory like what we had at Horror Nights at Universal. There's a fine line. We don't need our burgers to have chocolate patties, hazelnut flavor patties on a Sloppy Joe. We don't need any of that. But just make it interesting enough to where I'd want to try it out, right? But not so over the top where I'm like, you playing with me now. You just want me to make some content. All right, friends, we're gonna be sitting right outside the Boudin Bakery tour area. So let me show you all what my sister ordered. Now, again, keeping portions as small as possible because we have a long evening ahead of us of some good eats. But she actually went for the kids portion of the udon noodles, which y'all, this looks actually really delicious. So it'll be interesting to see what my sister says about it, and that comes with a drink. All right, y'all. She says it's good, and my sister, like I said, she has a little bit more of a pickier palate. So if she says it's good, then I'm like, it has to be good. And again, check out all the veggies that are in there. Do the noodles like, oh yeah, that looks so good. And the noodles actually taste like they're decently cooked, not too chewy, anything like that. Good flavor. All right, y'all. So this is also, I can be critical of Disneyland and also give praise at the same time. What I miss most is that Disneyland, not everything's a banger, but most of the food here is infinitely better than the food you get at Disney World. Now, I know you like Heffa. Disney World is a lot larger. Of course, they have a larger margin of error. Yes, I get all of that. But y'all, when you're paying all this money for food, you want to feel like what you're getting is actually going to be good, right? Like, we're not spending like 15 bucks a pop on things for it to taste bad. So Disneyland is pretty consistent with cranking out pretty good food, especially the churros. I cannot wait to get into one or two specialty churros this evening. But for the most part, the food here is good versus what you find, like especially at Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom does have good spots like Skipper Canteen, but like, it could just be so flippin' disappointing. But yeah, the party has now officially started. So after my sister's done eating, we're gonna go ahead, maybe go through a couple of treat trails. We're gonna also get ready for the parade. We're gonna go ahead and try to hit that first one just to knock it out of the way. So yeah, continue watching on this journey. And have you liked, have you subscribed, have you commented? Engage with me in the chats, baby, and join Heffa Nation. We are on the road to 15,000 subscribers by the end of this year. And with your support, I have no doubt that we'll get there. Come on, Heffa, help a Heffa out.
Do you know each other? No, maybe you should.
Friends, that was the end of the parade. What did you think? Baby, let me tell you something right now.
What do we have here? Disgusting.
Look at this.
Oh my goodness! Everything's malfunctioning! Oh! God! What's happening?